Hi, this is Kelly from Petica Kelly and Play Learn Talk, and this is our tutorial for our second variation in our memory match series, and I hope you're excited to start creating this. So we should be in our workstation outside of the Boom workstation. So I'm in Keynote, you could be in Keynote 2, or PowerPoint or Canva, wherever you want to work. The first thing we want to designate is our document size. In Keynote, I am a slide size of 1400 by 1000. If you're working in something else and you are not sure what size you need, go ahead and leave a comment below and I will try to figure it out for you. But all I can speak to really right now is the size in Keynote, okay? But we're going to be creating this exact page today in Keynote. Your clip art is going to be different than mine, but you basically need to have three pieces that you want to have as your matching pieces. You need to have a character and you need to have an area that that character is going to, okay? So this variation is going to have a hide the animal or hide the thing theme, okay? You could easily make it a feed the animal theme as well. So I would love to know what you are planning on doing. So again, leave a comment below, let me know, or just send me a message on Petica Kelly over at Instagram, and I'm excited to see what you guys are gonna do, okay? So we have set our slide size to 1400 by 1000. I'm going to recommend that if you're brand new to creating, that you designate a page that has all your clip art pre-pulled out, okay? So as you get more experience, you typically pull it out right in the moment, but this is a really easy way to keep things very organized for you. So you're going to go up to Insert, Choose, and then you pull out an image. And so I have pulled out these three kind of Halloween images, all right? Now I've also pulled out my little bat and I have pulled out my cave background, okay? So we are going to go over to this page here. This is what we're going to be creating together, and I want to show you how to make it. I did it ahead of time so you can see where we're going, and yeah, I hope you guys like seeing it pre-done ahead of time. So we're going to just open a new page, all right? We're going to hit Command on our keyboard and then click both items and delete them so we have a clean page. And we're simply going to pull out shapes to designate our areas. I believe that we have 5 areas that we need to create. So our first area is going to be an informational area. This is where you can include your navigation buttons or your instructions or a written text that's going to be later attached to an audio file if you so choose. And we're going to duplicate this by doing Command-C, Command-V, and we're going to pull this across. This is going to be our area where our cards are going to be sorted, so it's our sorting area. And we're going to duplicate that, Command-C, Command-V, and bring it down. This is going to be our little typable area so that our users can create carrier sentences to support their students as they're playing the game. And we want it all to have the same proportions, okay? So that's why I duplicated this from this item, because it keeps the same width, okay? So now all we need is a table, and we're going to grab the table. We want to have 2 columns by 3 rows, and we're going to size it down and have it fit in this area here, okay? Now, to get rid of this alternating row, we're going to come over to Format. Oops, let's see. I'll click on it here. We're going to go to Table, Alternating Row Color. We're going to uncheck it. And then we want to come over to Cell, and we're going to click the second option that just highlights the lines in the center, okay? Now we're going to select Border. We want a solid line. I want it to be black, and I just want it to be about like 2, okay? So that looks good. These look like square shapes. We're going to double check the shape size like this so that we know our covers are going to fit. We will do covers in the next video, but this should be the dimensions of our cover. So we have width is 292, height is 265. Okay, that looks good. Oh, it's going to be a little smaller. Okay, like that. So we're going to move that off to the side. We don't need that on there. Now, when you look on this page, I've actually layered a decorative box on top. You don't have to do this, but I like to do that. So I'm going to grab a shape again, get the rounded edges, and I'm actually going to click off of it for a moment because everything's blue. It's going to be hard to see when I layer it. So we want to turn all of these at one time to one color. We're going to make them black, and then I'm going to put this on top. Now I can see it, and I'm just going to stretch it across. And I'm going to change it to white. So I come over to Fill, change it to white. Now you could leave it like that, or you could make it a little bit more transparent by changing the opacity. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I want it to have kind of a spooky feel, spooky nighttime feel. So now we're ready to go over to our page that has all of our clip art on it, and we're going to simply do, we're going to highlight all of it and then do Command C and come over to our working page, Command V. All right, and we're just going to duplicate that again so that we have duplicates. Okay, so oops, let's go ahead and put our pieces in place. Now in the previous tutorial we did not do this because we wanted to have draggable pieces, but in this tutorial we want to make this area clickable on the workstation, so we are going to do this ahead of time. Okay, let's see, it looks a little different than my other variation, but that's okay. So that's where our pieces are going to be, and let's see if we're missing anything else. I think we just need our text and we also need our little bats. Okay, so we're going to come over and grab the bat, Command C, Command V on this page. We're going to size him down and we're going to put him in the corner. Okay, so I like the idea of having our character appear elsewhere on the page. It just kind of makes it really have a you know, cohesive feel. Okay, so we want to rotate him, so we're going to actually flip him over, and that way he fits in this corner. Okay, and if you zoom in, you can see that both of their little wingtips are a little bit above the border, and I like that. Okay, so okay, we just need the text. All right, so to save time, I'm just going to come over to the page that I pre-made and grab the text. So to grab all of it, I'm going to once again hold Command on a keyboard, click on everything that I want, Command C, and then I'm going to bring it over to this page, Command V. Okay, now that I see the text on top, it's a little hard to see, so I'm going to change the opacity, make it a little bit more opaque. That looks good. Okay, if you want to create like a 3D effect, you can copy that exact text after you've written it and then change the color, and I'm going to layer that on top. So it kind of gives it a little 3D effect. Okay, let's see. So we'll make it like that. Okay, so everything looks good. I'm going to size this up a little bit, and I'm going to grab everything here so that I can move it all at once, just to center things more. And this looks good. I think we are ready to actually save this as an image, and we're going to bring it over to the Boom Learning Workstation. Now, I cannot tell, I can't remember actually if I specified the size. I hope I did. You're going to make sure that this was a document size of 1400 by 1000. I hope I mentioned that. This is my second take on the video, so I think I mentioned it at the beginning of the other one. But anyways, doesn't hurt to mention it again. So make sure your custom size is 1400 by 1000, and that should work. Okay, so now we're going to go File and then Export to Images, and we want to save it as a JPEG. Okay, and this is page 5, so we want to do from 5 to 5. And we're going to select Next and save it, and that way you'll be ready to import it on Boom Learning. Now you notice I did not include the cave here, and that's because we're actually going to use this piece on the Boom Learning Workstation, just because it's not necessary to do it here. Okay, we're already going to have to duplicate it onto the workstation, so we're just not going to do that. Okay, so I will see you in the next video. In the next video, we are going to create our cover cards, and then we will go over on the next video and go to the workstation and put everything together. All right, if you are excited about this, let me know in the comments below, and please give this video a share to anyone who would like to join in this activity or creation activity series, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, bye.